Hey guys, welcome back. So last time we left off with the flower shop being opened up. We made a pretty good amount of money on that store. A little bit more than I actually thought I would make, but we were going to start a liquor store empire since you guys overwhelmingly voted for that. So you'll be interested to see how much money that actually makes. It's not going to be fast food money, but it makes a pretty good chunk of change. And we're going to try to open up as many liquor stores as we possibly can before, we have to switch gears and change things up, because that will actually have diminishing returns over time. Obviously, if you do like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that button below. And once again, thank you guys for helping me reach 500 subscribers. It is a new day. We are going for 1,000 now. But again, I thank you very much. So let's get started. So we've done some upgrading so far. Now I have a Hansa Mimic simply because they are the cheapest. I'm not trying to follow the same objectives that Uncle Fred gives us, but we are going to be able to get around town a lot easier. The next step that I have in mind right now is for the business to be upgraded in terms of getting a couple employees for cleaning and obviously customer service, and also to get some storage and to do the interior as well. Now I've gone a couple days here. It's the 46th day now. We ended at the 44th before. I had 15,000 to start the day. Obviously just buying this car, 2,500 right there. But I mean, I got plenty of money to mess around with at the moment, at least to try to get things going in the inside here for the interior, and obviously the getting the customer service up with actual employees. But let's actually head back there. Inventory wise, we seem to always need flowers up the wazoo. But thankfully, now that we have, oops, I didn't mean to get out. Now that we have this car, we can easily transport more than 4 at a time. I highly recommend starting with the Hansa, just because honestly it's the cheapest and it still gets you around A to B. It's okay. That. All right, what are we looking at? $2,600. Cool. We'll be at 9,990 or whatever. Perfect. 9,800. All right. So anyway, what I'm going to be doing here, we've all seen what goes on with the store and everything. I'm going to be doing the interior next, and then I'm going to be hiring some employees on. And then we'll go from there. So I will see you here as soon as that is completed. Okay, guys, so we are back inside. We are working currently, and we are fast forwarding. So got the interior done. Very simple, very basic. Doesn't need to be super flashy at the moment. They love the interior. The pricing has been changed slightly. I upped the cheap flowers to 35, and I'm still the cheapest in the district. I'm getting undercut by a couple cents, and the cheap gifts, that should be fine. $70 for the expensive flowers, still good too. So we're good on the pricing and everything. We're making quite a bit more money. I actually spent quite a bit already. I started the day with like 21,000, and now I'm back down to 7,700. So it's day 50. It's been a few days just to get things all situated and everything. And then obviously the 2 days that I had to wait for was the weekend, so I can actually talk to Anderson recruiting, which I've done. So I have 5 candidates coming in for customer service and 5 for cleaning, just so I can see what my options are. Obviously I can't control the factors because I don't have a headhunter yet. But to touch on what we'll be doing next, so we put out a poll, and overwhelmingly you guys voted for a liquor store. So we are going to be doing a liquor store empire. Almost 3/4, 74% of you voted for the liquor store. So that's what we'll be starting with. I've already gone ahead, just so you can see this. These 2 properties right across the street from each other are open and available, so I rented them. And we're going to be doing 2 liquor stores today, right across the street from each other. It does not matter. It's just the district, so that'll work out. And there is more retail around us, quite a bit more than what we had, I think, in our experimental playthrough, at least to begin with. but we're definitely going to have to start taking over businesses as well. But that's what I'm going to be doing. We're going to be doing that liquor store empire. We're going to get all the liquor we can get into the district. We're going to liquor this place up. Pretty much the opposite of the prohibition. The liquor will flow even more than it did illegally back then. But the main problem we'll run into, at least in the immediate sense, is one, getting the business up and going, and two, getting the inventory regularly stocked without spending too much. Again, we're going to try to minimize and maximize this. So we're going to try to minimize the cost as much as possible while maximizing the profit for our businesses. So ideally, we want to have purchasing agents, logistics, etc., instead of relying on the distribution warehouse, but we're going to have to rely on the distribution warehouse in the meantime. What we could try to do is try to get a logistics manager, delivery drivers, vehicles for that, and obviously purchasing agent to do the liquor purchases before anything else. Not exactly sure how I'm going to approach that, to be quite honest with you, but I think the main thing that we need to do, at least to begin with, is get the employees into this store so it can be automated, essentially, and then eventually get the liquor store open and going, and at least work that one so we can get the extra money in. You know, more money flowing in is going to be more helpful. It'll allow us to move forward. So I think that's the plan. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start that way, and then we are going to grow our liquor store empire across New York City. So, with that being said, let's get going on that. I'm going to basically get things situated in the first location, which we are going to start probably on this one here, because it has a traffic of 50 versus a traffic 39. They're both the same size. They're both the same type. We're going to franchise these, so I will be blueprinting in this case. So I'll do this building first. I'll make it my own and everything, and I'll save it as a blueprint and then blueprint over to this one. So that's what we'll start with, and yeah, we'll see how that goes out. So see you guys here once I'm able to get things situated. Guys, so we are finally fully staffed on our flower business here. We're going to be making a little bit less, obviously, every single day because we're paying salaries, but these guys are trained up to a little bit over 50% each. Don't want to maximize them right now because it just kind of is a waste of money. This is a single business and we just need to be automated for the moment. But we have a part-timer and a full-timer for both positions, and on the weekends, the part-timers are working the full day by themselves. And during the week, you can see that they cover up the last couple hours there of the day. So we got both the full-timers on 40 and the part-timers on 30 hours a week. So what we also did was we finished the fundamentals of business administration. So this now allows me to go in and start opening up our secondary businesses. And as you can see, also, I did get a office space, which I snagged for a really, really good price, to be quite honest. I got this big guy down here, and it's a 660 meter square space, which, well, I can't show you now because it doesn't have the preview anymore. But if I actually go to one of the other large ones here, just to give you an idea, it's the big one. I can say that. It's the big one. How is that 285? All right, I guess I can't give you an idea, but it's the big one. You guys have seen it before. It's the big one. I'm gonna say it again. It's the big one. But we can now get in here and open up our next business, which is going to be the liquor store, which there's only 3 competitors, which is really good. So what should we call this? Liquor Madness. Now, I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do the naming scheme, especially because we're about to have 2 in the same district. So I wonder actually if we could just do Liquor Madness 1. I mean, it's a letter I capitalized, but it's a Roman numeral. Liquor Madness 1. There we go. And I don't have any icons just yet for liquor stores, so we're going to keep this for just the time being. I'm going to make an icon for us. That'll be here in the future. And then this one here will be Liquor Madness 2. Boom. 2 businesses. So what we're going to want to do is start with the one here and get the right stuff inside. Now, is Anderson still open? They are. Perfect. So let's head on over to A.J. Peterson. Sorry, not Anderson. Wait, what? Yeah, A.J. Peterson. My mind was breaking there a little bit. I thought it said Anderson for a second. I don't know why I said Anderson. Maybe thinking Peterson and Ann, or A or whatever. I don't know. Big brain moment. As you can see down here, by the way, I have already crashed my car multiple times. It's on par for my usual driving abilities in this game. Not gonna lie, keyboard's kind of difficult when you're driving. It's a little wonky to get used to, but you do eventually get used to it, but still hit vehicles. That's okay. You're making a little bit of money now. All right. So, liquor shelves, where are you? I know you're around here somewhere, aren't you? Does this store not have it? Uh-oh. All right, F1 menu. They moved things around again. Let's see, liquor store. We need drinks shelf. Oh, it's all the way in Lower Manhattan. Okay. Let's head on over there and we'll see what we need to get here. Okay, we are now just pulling up to Essential Appliances. We are going to also talk to the delivery manager here so that we can get a relationship going so we don't have to come all the way here every single time we need something. Great. Okay, there. Cool. All good. Cool. All right, so let's take a look here. First off, we know drink shelves can do beers, margaritas, martinis, and whiskey, of which customer capacity is 10 each. So if we are dealing with 30 people per hour capacity, we'll need 3 of each for these. So we'll need 12 shelves for that. And then, oops, I didn't mean to click on that. Go back here. Let's look at the liquor store one more time and click wine. Wine shelves are capacity of 10, so we'll need 3 as well. So basically need 3 and where are they? 12. Pretty easy. And then we could do cigars as well. I believe liquor stores can do cigars. I think that was one of their, yeah. For these, okay, so there's 3 types now. I could do the large cigar shelf. That's the small one. There's a large one. Okay, so let's just price this out real quick. We can just price it with him. We don't necessarily have to deliver with him. We still might, just FYI. Make it easier. But let's do a large cigar shelf. So that's 30 right there. Obviously need a cash register. You know, I haven't even thought about this. We need to get music inside our store too. All of our stores. Might as well just add that there anyway then. All right, so we need 12 of those. We got one of those. And where's the wine shelves? We'll add a couple storage shelves here too. 1, 2, 3. All right. So I'm assuming it's going to be over what we have right now. Let's make sure we have everything. Yep. Okay. So we just need to have another day of profit, and then we can get this ordered here. Not too bad. $21,155 to get it going. We also need to make sure that we have enough inventory for our current store at the moment, which we could probably get away with one more day without having to reload this. And then we'll do another delivery here. I think that'll be sufficient. But let's get the day moving forward, and then we can get things ordered and sent down. and get that first liquor store started, at least for the interior. And yeah, so see you here in just a moment. All right, so the delivery has arrived, so we're gonna head down to Liquor Madness 1 and get things situated. We'll be doing that together just to follow along. As you can see, I'm down to $4,900. One thing I'm trying to do as well is, at least for the time being, try to spend as much as I can without, you know, breaking myself here. Because I still need to do deliveries and whatnot for our goods at the flower store. But spending money to make money, it'll work out that way. Now I'm just gonna place these down for the time being just to get them out of the way. Ooh. Definitely gonna mute the game sound here in just a moment, because the game still, for whatever reason, does not remember your radio volume level that you set it at, and it goes in full blast. It's great. I'm gonna have to leave that here because I don't have a shelf, or not a shelf, but a place to put that cash register on. Set those there. Oops, wrong one. There we go. So what I'm thinking for the interior too is probably going with like a darker red with a dark flooring as well. Because I think that kind of matches a nice... I mean, I guess we're not really in a high-end area, but you know what? We're going to make it look high-end. Because that's going to be our MO, our modus operandi. Or operandi, however you feel like saying that, but it'll convey a sense of sophistication. You're buying liquor, but it's gonna be nice liquor. It's gonna be top shelf. We're not your average corner liquor store. Okay, a couple more and then we can start situating this interior here. All right, so let's put this guy away just so he's out of the way. So first off, what I was thinking here, doing this type of flooring. Obviously I can't do it right now because I just don't have the money for it, but this type of wallpaper. So I'm sure we've seen this before. It's the same color scheme that I've used in another one, but it looks so good. It looks so good. I think like for me, this color says like wine. I don't know why. I mean, well, I do know why, because it looks like wine, but it just fits. So I'm thinking that'll be the appropriate color scheme to use for this place. But for the time being, let's look and see what we got here. So the shelves are not double-sided, so they're all just single-sided here. So I think having these lined up against the wall over here will be appropriate, giving them enough space in between, of course. Cigars can go by the wine as well. And I think it does not matter which direction. Yeah, there is no directional facing point, it looks like. So that can sit right there. And then we have, these are multi-directional, as you can see. So we'll have beer. Let's give them a little bit more space here. Margaritas. Whiskey, if I remember correctly. There you go. Okay, so let's just set these here real quick. So, teeny. My biggest complaint will still always be these drop-down menus. Always. Like, I should be able to just click on it. I don't know how, what type of click, but it should just be a click and then this menu just stays open and no other menus can open up. If that is possible, HoverGuard, please, please, please change it to be that way. This style, this part of the menu in itself is not bad. Nothing is wrong with this part. It's just the fact that it's a hover over type of menu versus a click style. That part is just, that's the only annoying part. That's it. That's my only suggestion. All right. I'm not liking where these cigars are now. It seems kind of out of place. So why don't we just move this? I guess maybe here? How about here? That way there's still open space here. Still browsing space here. All these are set and good to go. Now, what else can a liquor store sell, if anything else? Perfect. So we can also do soda cans, so we can get a soda fridge in here, which will be fine. And then we still need to get the POS machine, essentially. And now I think about it, I need... I bought the wrong type of cash register. Let's hold on to that and just sell it. It's a loss, but we'll get that money, half of it at least, back. We need to get the checkout counter, the one that handles 30 per hour. So let's get the day moved forward, and that'll give us more money to go and snag what we need. See you here in just a moment. Okay, so I've placed the checkout counter here now, so we are good to go there. However, we need to price out exactly how much all of this is going to be, so using the distro service is going to be kind of awful in this regard. So let's talk to New York Distro here real quick and call them and start a new contract for Liquor Madness 1. Now, today's Monday, so we'll set it to Tuesday just for the sake of seeing what we're looking at here. So bearing in mind that beer can be placed on a drink shelf and it holds 80 at a time. And we have to assume that with that, so if there's 50 in a box, but the shelf holds 80, if I'm doing 8 boxes, that should give me enough there. Let's math this out here. So I have 150 to worry about. Or sorry, no. 240 to worry about for all the shelves. I'm getting 400 in. And that should give me roughly 1.5 days worth of stock, if you will. So now let's type in whiskey. Eight boxes there, and then oops, margarita, and we've already met the max amount of boxes for the delivery. Jeez, we're not sitting pretty on this one, that's for sure. So this is going to be a little bit more annoying than I thought it was going to be. We essentially need to fill these up, so 150, 150, 210, 240. And then obviously the wine shelves was like 206, something like that. Or no, sorry, 216. Either way. Yeah, we're looking at quite a bit of delivery days, so we might as well just, I mean, we don't have enough money to get started, I guess, but kind of in a pickle. It's a little bit more difficult now that we're looking at this. Let's see, what do we got in inventory here? We're looking good there, so we're fine there. Let's head to New York Distro and at least let's get some of the stuff in. Just so we can get an idea, like bring everything in as much as we can, get an idea of how much we're actually looking at in terms of a volume of sales per day. And maybe that way we can better determine how much we need to have on stock and try to scrape by, essentially. We can start that way. So let me get this situated here and go from there. Okay guys, so I have everything loaded up in the liquor store. I don't have the interior done at all. I definitely could not afford that, but I'm heading over there right now. I set the opening time for 11 a.m. So we're just going to give it a go. It's going to be a 10-hour day up until 9 o'clock. And we're going to see how well we do. So let's actually open that up there. Let's just find out. We're going to do a fast forward here. So it is quite a bit expensive with how much stuff you need to buy here. I am obviously filling it up with everything that it can do aside from soda. I didn't do that just yet. I wanted to at least get the actual main products, you know, in. What are they complaining about? It's the music. There, I'll turn that up there and hopefully that'll help. Let's see. Oh, okay, walls and floors. Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't care. You're still gonna buy my stuff. But we'll see what this looks like for a day. This is all loaded up for just enough for a day. I did buy 8 more boxes of beer just because it's $75 a box. That's whatever. But I'm hoping that once we see what a full day looks like, it'll be not too intense with how much I need to restock. I feel like the flower store needs a restock pretty much every other day at this point in time. Obviously, what I want to do is get logistics going all together pretty much as soon as possible. I'll probably honestly just see how this goes for, you know, a couple days and then start getting the stuff that I need to start with logistics. I have the office, obviously, so we'll check that out, of course, but I mean, we're getting quite a bit of customers already, which is cool. Already drawing down some of the product here. Not too bad. I'm really hoping though that we don't run out of anything. I guess we'll see. Yeah, let's just skip the time. Let's see what it looks like at the end of the day. There's no real point in honestly watching this over and over again. Them complaining about the walls and the floors. All right. So obviously it's very dirty. And we're running out of product in all the shelves. Which is honestly pretty good. Let's see how we did. Let's look at BizMan real quick. So we had at least, what is that? I don't feel like mathing right now. I really don't. We had 168 customers over 10 hours. It's 16 per hour, roughly 17 hour. So that's not too bad. It's not our capacity, obviously, but it works. Hopefully that also translates into quite a bit more money. I did adjust the prices as well. Now, strangely enough, the pricing, this is where it's at. And I made myself the undercut of everything. Well, now someone undercutted me on cigars. That's nice. There we go. So I wanted at least to draw in customers as much as possible. I didn't want to worry too much about sheer profit because I also don't want to overprice myself so much that my competitors are, you know, getting all the money and not me. So that was the attempt, at least. Granted, it's the first day of this business being open. I do firmly believe that businesses actually end up doing better on their second days and obviously any days afterward, but I'm not 100% on that, but that's what it seems to be. So something to look at there. Cool. We are fully cleaned. Now, let's look at the actual stock of things. So, yeah, we're definitely gonna need some stuff here. Let's look at Della's flowers too. They're definitely gonna need some more expensive flowers, unfortunately. But let's head home and let's see how well we did. Hopefully we come out with a good chunk of money coming in today. I mean, I'm pretty confident that, so we've been averaging around $400 to $4,500 per day. And that's including the rent that we're paying on the businesses that aren't open, such as the daily rent of the office and the daily rent of the other Liquor Madness. But I'm hoping, I'm going to guess we're probably going to be around 7,500. Let's hope for 7,500. Let's read a couple books here. Let's go for a couple hours. Okay. Wow. And we had theft. Wow. Okay. Well, that is reassuring. That's really reassuring. Okay. So what time does New York Distro? Is that 2 a.m.? Oh, I can't even call them to do an order, can I? Let's see what time. Yeah, let's look at the wholesale here. Does it tell me? Nope. All right. That's okay. So we're going to go to the wholesaler and get everything that we need to stock up our shelves again. But man, did we make a lot more money than I thought we would. Wow. That is excellent. We're going to... Let's wake up at 9 or 8:59. Doesn't matter. We just basically need the time to get the stuff that we need for the flower shop as well. And I believe we'll have enough time to go back and forth here. Oh.
Hello. So I see you opened a business in our neighborhood's garment district. Listen, Junge, you're more than welcome here, but really remember who owns this neighborhood. So don't get any big ideas. Tschüss.
Tschüss. Ooh, 18%. Oh no. And I do have big ideas, Ingrid. I definitely have big ideas. What does that put us after that day? Oops. So we went from... Oh, that hasn't really changed yet. Interesting. Because we were at 33 before. All right, so I'm gonna get this done, and then we'll meet up we'll do another day here, just to take a look and see how well we do. See you in a sec. All right, guys, so we're near the end of the second day. As you can tell, the business is doing pretty well. We've actually sold out on a lot of products here, and let me just speed this up here, and you can tell we have a lot of customers too, so doing pretty well overall. We'll see how much we make here at the end of the day, but I tried to situate it in a way that we had at least the more than the amount that we sold coming back in. So I did a trip at New York Distro for that much, so I'm thinking we'll be okay, but it looks like we're selling more than we did yesterday by quite a bit. I did fast forward the day a little bit farther, but as it stands, I think we should be good to go to actually start hiring some employees in. And honestly, we can get the interior done as well pretty easily. We have 13,600 currently, so. All right, that's the end of the business day here. Let's get this place cleaned up. And now we are all clean. Perfect. So let's look at our inventory. We have 152 bottles of wine, 455 bottles of beer on the wall, 70 bottles of margaritas. Not too bad. We definitely need to get some more stuff in. So let's get the deliveries done. I don't know why I went out of there. All right. So we don't need beer right now. 2 of those. Actually, you know what? Let's temp close ourselves because we need to know how much we're actually selling here. That was the second day. We probably sold a lot more versus the first day. So let's just head home real quick. Get ourselves situated. Get ourselves some rest. Before we do that, though, we can at least look at... Oops. We want those flowers here. Inventory. Okay. We'll set this for Thursday. Get 2 boxes of those, 5 boxes of that. Let's do that. Boom. Should be sufficient. We should still have plenty of money. What's cool is you can't do more than one contract for the deliveries, if you guys didn't know that. It's very easy to do. Just talk to them again and ask them for another contract. All right, let's get inside here. And let's just go straight to sleep. Let's wake up at 8. Yeah, whatever. Close enough. All right. $11,000 of profit. We're at $24,000 now. That is really, really good. So New York Distro should be open as well. Start a contract again for Liquor Madness and accept. So now I can go here. Boom. I got 2 entries. So we sold. Pretty much it was double. So we have 6 products we need to snag. Let's do this. We don't need beer currently still, but we do need whiskey. Cigars, I think we're fine. I'm going to leave that at 0. Wine, we should do 4 boxes as well. Let's see, what else do we have? Wine, margarita, whiskey, martini. That's what I need. Teeny. Think that should suffice for tomorrow. I don't think we're going to be pressed for anything else here. Okay. All right, let's head back to the store. I'll see you there. I'm gonna do a quick stop and get myself repaired here because I'm notoriously bad at driving in this game, so get that taken care of. All right, folks, before we end the video, let's get the interior situated. So we have plenty of money, like I mentioned. Let's get this here. Boom. Now, I don't think I'm actually just going to do this darker, well, black, I guess I should say, for the back room here. You know, another thing I'm definitely going to have to worry about too is security, because theft is going to be pretty crazy, I'm sure, in this place. Let's do the opposite and make this light in the back. There we go. So 10,000, whatever. Looks good. I like this look, so I think this will make the feel of the place a lot nicer too. Now, I'm going to be closed today, so we're not going to make a lot of money today, just because we want to have all that stuff come in, and we want to get employees and whatnot too, so we're going to get things taken care of, but that'll be for the next video. For now, though, if you guys like what you saw, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and obviously subscribe if you haven't just yet. We've just recently passed 500 subscribers. I am very, very thankful for that. I really appreciate the support. On to the next 500, hoping to meet that 1,000 goal by the end of the year. That'll be my new end of the year goal, but maybe it'll happen sooner. My 500 goal was at the end of the year, and obviously we've crushed that at that point, so, or at this point rather. But yeah, as always, I appreciate everyone watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.